So here we have an ultra rare badge. This video is going to hit on a lot of topics here. First off, we use the word rare in the hobby, and that could tend to be overused because the use of the word rare in Third Reich collectibles, where there are tens of thousands of things to collect, should really only apply to those items that are in the utmost rarity, and in that case would be things that you would only find several examples, several dozen, maybe several hundred, maybe 1,000 or two. And this would certainly qualify in that category. This is going to be a pre-Luftwaffe, so a DLV, the Deutsche Luftsportverband, and we could tell that by the insignia here, badge of some sort. There's not a lot of documentation, if any, that I know of, and there are cases where in Third Reich collecting where you have to actually speculate on your own, draw your own conclusions, because it's such a vast hobby that you have to do your own research and make your own conclusions. Sure, there are reference books out there, but not everything is research, and especially there's a lack of information on so many of these badges because of the sheer amount of them and the sheer amount of records that were destroyed, or perhaps records that just weren't kept at the time. So many badges lack information on manufacturers, and this is an example of a badge that lacks information on its on its institution, on the reasons why it was awarded. So I can tell that the insignia on the front of the swastika deals with Deutsche Luftsportverband based on the sign that I match with collar tabs. That's my own conclusion and others, so it's some sort of DLV. I could tell that it's Third Reich because we look at obviously the symbol on the back, but we also look at things like the types of construction, the base metals, the finish, the quality. So all those are indicators that it's Third Reich period. The biggest telling factor is going to be the Buster Mark Nutrient maker mark on the reverse, which I personally have matched with DLV NSFK tinnies during the 1933 time period. So by making that match, one can make their own conclusion, and there's a lot of opportunities for further research and further correlations to be developed between historic records, known examples, and examples like this where there's not many references, examples out there. So this is an example where I paid a lot of money. There's one online right now for $5,000 to give you an example of what these things go for. And because I was confident, based on all these factors, all these indicators, that I was able to make a educated decision on the authenticity of this piece and obtain it for my collection based on all the indicators pointing toward a favorable outcome for this purchase. So lots of similarities between the Iron Cross, as you can see here, and this type of swastika. It's a multiple piece construction, matching insignia, matching base metals. Unfortunately, a little bit of enamel loss there, but it's not the end of the world. Super rare. I believe, in my opinion, it's some sort of award. I don't think this was a badge. I can't find pictures of anyone wearing it. I think this was some sort of rare award. But after the Luftwaffe came about, everyone got pilot badges and things of that nature, and this never really surfaced. So still more information to be discovered about this, but a super rare pre-Luftwaffe DLV, some sort of badge, perhaps an honor badge, beautiful multiple piece construction,